friends, it's me, Miss Mosier, and today we're going to be talking about breaking down our teen numbers and writing them in number sentences. But before we get started with that, can any of you tell me what month it is? It's not the one that starts with no, that was last month. This month, the month starts with D, and it has a lot to do with hats like these. That's right, it's December, and it's during December that we have Christmas, which is a lot of our favorite holiday. During that time, we get a nice long winter break that we can spend with our friends and families and open presents. But we're not on that break yet. So let's get into the teen numbers. All right, do you all remember what our teen numbers are? I think a lot of you do, but just because we could all use a little refresher, let's look at them again one more time. We've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Now, what do we know about our teen numbers? How can you tell that these are all teen numbers? Do you remember the trick we've been talking about? They all start with the number 1. 11 is a 1 and then a 1. Then 12 is a 1 and a 2, so on and so forth. That's right, that's how we know that they're all teen numbers. But do you know why they all start with a 1? Do you know what that 1 means? That means that every teen number is made up of 10 ones and then another number of ones that you can see right here. So 15 is 10 ones and then 5 more ones. 16 is 10 ones and then 6 more ones. And we're going to work on showing that in number sentences in just a sec. I don't know about you all, but one of my favorite parts of Christmas is the yummy gingerbread cookies. So we're going to be pretending to be baking gingerbread cookies to demonstrate how we can break our teen numbers down into segments of 10 ones and then another number of ones and writing that out in a number sentence. Let's take a look. Okay friends, so here I've got 2 baking sheets. You might be thinking, Miss Mosier, these don't look like baking sheets. You're right, but we're going to pretend that they do. Okay, so let's count how many spots there are in the baking sheets. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 spots in the baking sheet. Now I'm having some friends over for a Christmas party. I'm having 10 friends exactly, and they all want a gingerbread cookie. So let's put them in the spots. Let's count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This looks perfect, but oh no, I just remembered. I have 10 friends coming, but I forgot to make one for myself. We have to add another gingerbread cookie. Uh-oh, but it looks like there's no space on this baking sheet. That's right, that's because we counted there are only 10 slots. So we have to put this on another baking sheet. Boom, there we are. Now let's count how many we have in total. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now this is how we can see that 11 is made up of 10 ones and then 1 1. And we can express this in a number sentence. So let's write it. 10 plus, and plus is how we say and in math. So this really means 10 and 1 equals 11. See here, we have represented the 10, and here is the 1. We can do this with every teen number. Let's try it with another one. We'll keep our 10 ones here. So we've got 10. Now, if we were in person, I would ask one of you to give me a teen number that you really like, but because we're not, I'm just gonna give you one. Let's do 17 this time. I have a lot of friends coming to this party. Okay, so we've got 10 right here. Now we have to add 7 more to get 17. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's count just to be sure, just to make sure that 10 plus 7 does equal 17. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we've got 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. 10 plus 7 really does equal 17. And our trick really does work. We've got the 10, and we've got the 7. And there you are. Now I'm going to have you guys try it with me. So, for this, you're all going to need to get some things. First of all, I'll need you all to grab 2 blank pieces of paper, a pencil, and your favorite bite-sized snack. If you don't have gingerbread cookies, that's okay. You can get whatever you want as long as your mommy and daddy say that it's okay. You can get popcorn, you can get Oreos, pretzels, whatever you want. Chips, be creative. So I'm gonna have to ask you to pause the video here to grab what I told you to grab. 2 pieces of paper, 1 pencil, and a bite-sized snack of your choice. So go ahead and pause right here, grab those things, and I'll be waiting for you when you get back. All right, friends, now that you've unpaused the video, I'm guessing you have your 2 blank sheets of paper so that we can talk about writing 10, your snacks, and your pencil. Now, I'm going to ask you to use a pencil because if you mess up, then you can erase it with your pencil. I'm using a pen because if I write in pencil, you won't be able to see it very well. So that's why I'm using a pen, and I'm just going to hope I don't mess up. But if I do, it's okay, because it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, the reason I asked you to get 2 pieces of paper is because you are going to draw some baking sheets just like I drew. If you're not sure how to draw it, that's okay. I'll show you real quick. So first, you'll want to draw a nice big rectangle. Just like this. Oop. There we go. Draw a line down the middle, right across the middle, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll need 4 lines going downward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If they're not super even, don't worry, mine aren't either. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now just do it again one more time. Right over here, nice big rectangle. Line across the middle. And 1, 2, 3, 4 lines straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks pretty good to me. I don't know about you. If you need to pause the video to take a look at this for help, feel free to do so. But if you're ready to go, let's move on. Okay. So here we've got our 2 baking sheets again, and we can write down the number sentences right here. I bet you all have a lot of friends. Lots of family members who love you a lot, who would love to see you during Christmas. So you've got to get your snacks ready for them. If you've got chips or something like that, I know they don't go in the oven, so just pretend you're arranging them on a tray or something then. So say, got to make one for you, your mom, dad, maybe you've got some brothers and sisters. And then maybe you've got some friends that are coming too. This is going to be a really fun party. Okay, let's count how many we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Now say you need to make 14 in total. Let's say 14. To get to 14, that's 4 more than 10. Like we saw, that'll be 10. So first, go ahead and fill your first rectangle baking sheet or tray with 10 of these snacks, just like I did, to represent the 10. And after you've done that, you can start adding the 4. 11, 12, 13, and 14, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, which will equal 14. If you want to make sure, go ahead and count your own, just to make sure that this works. Once you do, we can write that 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 14. Very good. All right, clean your trays, everybody. You can either put them back in your box or bowl, or you can eat them if your mommy and daddy say that it's okay. Snacks are for eating, after all. Okay, let's say we're having another party, and this one's going to be even more fun because we're bringing even more people this time. We're going to bring 19 people. So what do we do first? We fill up the first 10. 1, do it with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to need 9 more to make 19, because 19 is a 1 and a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's count just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll write down 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 plus 9 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And there we have it. 19 gingerbread cookies are 10 plus 9 gingerbread cookies. If you want to experiment a little more, think of any teen number, and I promise that this will work. And if not, go ahead and relax before we get into our next section and eat your snacks. All right, did you have fun with that activity? I hope you did, or at least I hope you enjoyed eating your snacks. Okay, for this next part, please take out your Adding Teen Numbers worksheet. This is what the worksheet looks like. So if you don't have that with you right now, go ahead and go look for it or ask your parent where it might be, because I think Miss Brower sent it to you all, so you should have your Adding Teen Numbers worksheet. If you don't have it with you, go ahead and pause the video and go get that right now, and when you come back, we'll work on a problem or two together. Okay, now that we all have our Adding Teen Numbers worksheets, let's get started. But before we can start on the worksheet, what do we need to do first? Name on your paper. First thing, that's right. So go ahead and write your name. I am going to write my name, Miss Mosier. And again, please make sure that you are all using pencils. I'm using a pen just so you can see, okay? Before we start, there was a little bit of an issue with the paper. This right here, see how it's not all the way full? This is supposed to have 10. So go ahead and fill this in with me, because that was a mistake, and that can be very confusing. Just take a moment to draw a dot right there. Okay, let's get started. We're going to do this bottom right one together because this one is a little bit tricky because the answer is not actually a teen number. Let's count together. We see that this is all full. I think we know what this means, but just to be sure, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's write 10 right here and count the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is also 10. See, 10 plus 10 does not equal a teen number. We know that the biggest teen number is 19, which is 10 plus 9. So 10 plus 10 is 1 more than 10 plus 9. 1 more than 19 is 20. Some of you might have known that, some of you might not have known that. If you didn't know that, that's okay. That's why we're doing it together. To write 20, you'll write a 2 and then a 0. Okay, so that one was a little tricky. Sorry about that. Let's do one normal one together, just to be sure. Let's do this top one right at the beginning. First, what do? We count the number of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's write it. Whoops. 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 is, what's 10 plus 5, guys? We've got a 5 and 10, so we can write that by writing a 1 and a 5 for 10 plus 5, 15. The answer is 15. All right, you're going to do the rest of these by yourself. I think you're getting it by now. And if you don't, that's okay. Feel free to watch the video again, as many times as you need. I look forward to seeing you all later, but for now, enjoy your teen numbers.